Say what you want, that deer is 170 easy. Alright, M6 outdoors. Just got dropped off. Already had a group of 4 bucks come up on me. We're out in Bighorn, Wyoming, antelope hunting. First day, first sit. We'll see how it goes. I think Clint is trying to spot and stalk one we saw coming in. They got Fast Eddie sitting back here. I ain't sure where they're dropping Colton off, but ready to see something hit the ground. Stay tuned. No shooters. Sitting down here again, about half pissed off, and sat here on these rocks. As you can tell, they're not very rounded. They're pretty sharp over a water trough right here. Seen one over here, probably 120 yards out. I was gonna get up behind this water trough and see if I could just pop up from behind the trough and shoot him. He's a pretty good buck. Colton him down. Back on top of there. Spotting for me. Trying to get a little footage, but the only footage anyone seems to be getting of me today is spooking antelope. I don't know what spooked him. I was hid behind here, got a good wind. He just ran off to the left here and seen me and stared at me for 10 minutes and took off. But we're gonna stay after him, see what we can do. Still got 2 days left, so I'm not gonna be too upset at this moment, but I'm about ready to get on one. The closest one I've had's been 85, 90 yards. So we'll see what we can do and keep hammering down on them. All right, I think Whoop just shot one. He sent a video, but the video doesn't say much, so we'll see.
So I'm watching this antelope come in from that furthest hill you can see. There's another buck and a handful of others you can see in the background. But this guy is a shooter. He's at 65, y'all. Every antelope I saw across the fence that day did the same thing. Would walk up, get nervous, turn back around, come back, turn back around. I was getting nervous he's gonna go, so I shot. As he was running away in real life, I thought I saw something come out, and looking back at the video, I couldn't tell if this was blood or what. And initially thought it was blood. But then thought it might be where he's kicking up dirt, because of course these guys can move pretty fast. I think Clint finally got a break from the spot and stalk when Eddie killed, and they took a look at the footage and he thought it was blood coming out. So, like I said, I was covered up with antelope at the time. He was the only one that ran off. I didn't want to get out and run all the rest of them off. I was thinking myself it was a clean miss. And they showed up. We looked back at the footage more, and it was hair. Hair fell off of him. I skipped off the top of his back.
So that big light pipe and my big tall bow didn't help matters.
No, but you got pretty intense there for a second. I thought there's no way this is fixing to work.
That's how it's been all day. All day.
I mean, we're in the middle of his field.
Don't take it to walking to you. I've spot and stalked probably 4. Had one, the best one's probably been 80 yards from me, but no cigar. We just tried another one right over here. We came over here to help Colton, and there was one bedded down on this hillside, so we tried to get up on it and got probably 70 yards from him, and he had done moved. We were trying to sneak up behind the pump house over here, but he had done moved, and he seen us before we seen him. So got 2 days left. See if we can get after him. All right, right here, Colton and I were making a stalk, and we had actually seen this antelope while we were driving back towards the truck, still on the same farm, but he was kind of in a what I would call a perfect spot other than the wind direction, but the wind down in some of those ditches kind of swirls anyways. But we ended up getting dropped off several hundred yards back, walked all the way down this ditch, still didn't have eyes on the antelope at this point, but he was with a doe, so we figured he wasn't going very far. But anyways, we get up to where, kind of close to where we thought he was or should be, and I hear Colton pss, 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 pss. So I just drop, get down. At this point, I think the antelope had already seen us, but we dropped down in the ditch, and Colton said he's right there, he's not very far. So I ended up getting to the edge of the ditch line right there, and I could see the antelope, but with this burris, you've got to click that button to range him, right? So I draw back and I take a couple steps up this ditch, and I can see the antelope, I can shoot the antelope, but I'm hitting my button on my rangefinder as I'm drawn, and it's ranging the grass at 7 yards, hit it again 10 yards, hit it again 11 yards, hit it again 9 yards. I mean, my head's fixing to explode because I've got an antelope that I don't know if he's at 35 or at 45 right here. So I'm drawn back, keep clicking. I could have ended it right there, but the range finding sight just does not work out there spotting and stalking. So I ended up blowing him out. He seen me. He was gone. Pretty cool footage right here, but the range finding sights out there is just not for me. What are we doing right now, Carl?
Tighten the bow in.
Why?
Because we're shooting 200 grain fixed blades, and we're gonna swap to 100 grain.
What happened to them? They not flying straight?
No, they're doing like this right here.
That ain't good.
No.
Let's get her dialed in. We're gonna make a little midnight adjustment here. Carl's gonna change his boat or his sight tape out. We're gonna get him a target set up out here in the headlights. Is that good? You like it?
Go another 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What about that, Randy?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Cut your wheels to the left. Come on back. That's good.
Oh, keep coming.
Oh, didn't see it. Oh, yeah, pull up and move right a little bit. There you go.
They roll the windows down?
There. You can't roll this one all the way down.
No.
Roll it up. You get one.
I see it. He shot one today, and we got to looking back at the video, and his arrow kicked real bad mid-flight. Got him a little nervous. He's been drilling the target fist-size grouping at 60 yards with his practice tips. Got back to the lodge this evening after he missed, and realized that he was way off with his broadhead, so we're gonna get him dialed in here. He's gonna step up to 30 now that he's got his first one on the target.
Sucker's
Still kicking.
Day 2, Wyoming. About 60 degrees. It's September the 8th. Out here with M6 boys. Had a rough day yesterday. Missed one at 33. Cut some hair off his back. Was shooting some 200 grain grizzly stick broadheads, and my arrow was kind of doing clockwise. Hadn't shot a lot with my broadhead, so we swapped to some 100 grain mega meats. Colton left a hole in the side of one yesterday in the same blind. You could stick your fist through. So we'll see what this old Matthews can do today. I've got some, might be hard to see right now, but right out that window, probably 150 yards from me. Decent buck with them, but saw a handful of shooters yesterday. Just most of them 120 yards or so. One I shot at was the only one that came in bow range. It was a shooter, but 2 out of the 4 on the groups already tagged out. Colton's helping Clint spot and stalk. Fast Eddie's doing some cattle work, so can't never slow that man down. See what the day brings. Confidence is high. Let's kill them. These 2 bucks fed in, and they're bedded about 200 yards from me, just watching. So I'm guessing I'm going to have to be still and do what I can to get these fellas over here. We'll see how it goes. Not big, not giant bucks, but that one on the left is probably a shooter. He'd probably get the smoke if he'll let me. He smoked, boys. Smoked. He gone. Perfect shot, boys. Let's go. Boys. Shaking. Day 2, we got it done. He come from my left shoulder over here. There's already 2 does and 2 little bucks out in front of me, like yearlings. Barely had stubs. He had another good shooter with him, but he's the first one that gave me the opportunity. Whew, I'm still tore up. I think the guide's pulling up now. I hadn't gone out there to look at him, but I'm tickled. M6 Outdoors. Clint, time for you to check in, bud. Good luck.
What you got going on?
Day 2 in Buffalo. On the first spot stall, we've got one. I don't know how far he is, probably 100 yards or so. Dan's gonna take the decoy and set 60, 80 yards from us. We're hoping he's gonna come around, try to get on the backside of this decoy. And we're gonna be set up right here. That way, as soon as he tops his hill right here, we put an arrow in one.
Watch your shadow.
Shit, did you see my arrow kick?
He's gonna die. All right, so right here I'm gonna talk about kind of what happened with the shot or whatever. It all happened so quick. We didn't get much on video. By the time there was 2 antelope separate from the herd that was out there, and they were kind of hanging around back or whatever, and they ended up getting I think 33 yards or something. Anyways, I couldn't get this one particular antelope stopped at all, and obviously he wasn't going to. He was going to keep following that herd on up the hillside there. So I drew back, ranged him, because at that point in time I still had that burst range finding sight, which since then I've changed and put just a dialed archery 3-pin adjustable on my bow because of this reason. But I draw back, range him 33 yards. He wouldn't stop. They were kind of getting a little giddy, and I ended up shooting. Well, I hit him back, one, because he wouldn't stop walking, 100% on me. But you can also hear me in the video talk about how my arrow kicked. And for whatever reason, that one arrow in particular kicked. I ended up shooting it twice. I shot this antelope shot at him 4 times. So the first shot was like 33 yards, hit him back, arrow kick, plus he was walking. So that's a recipe for disaster is what that is. But anyways, I shoot him. He's in pretty rough shape. He goes and beds down, and then that's tearing me up. I don't like that. I don't like injuring animals. It makes me sick to my stomach. So I watched him in the spot and scope for a little bit. He ran off a couple 100 yards and just kind of bedded down with the herd of antelope that was up there. But we got to looking, and there was like a little ditch probably 40 yards from him, and I ended up sneaking up and getting in that ditch, and then crawling down that ditch and got within probably 40 yards of him. But he had kind of seen me as I was working down that ditch, but he was hurt so bad he didn't really spook or anything else until I went to draw back. Well, I didn't realize at that point in time that they didn't have any of that on camera, because they couldn't get me and the antelope in the spot and scope frame. So anyways, I drew back. Wind out there is crazy. The wind's always blowing. I think that day it was probably blowing 25, 30 mile an hour maybe. So as you could imagine, holding a bow steady out there in the wide open at 25, 30 or 25, 35 mile an hour winds is pretty tough. But anyways, I tried it, ranged him at that point at 55 yards. I kept going back and forth, and I just let off on it because, I mean, he's hurt. I need to get him down. It's not like we're in hardwoods where he's going to run off. There's a pretty good chance of finding him out there. I don't like seeing that. I don't like injuring an animal. But anyways, with the wind and everything else and my nerves, and I'm out of breath from crawling and everything else, I ended up missing him in front of him. But he just kind of spooked and ran another couple 100 yards, bedded down again.
Did he hit him now?
Hit him in the hips.
If he hit him now, that's all that matters.
So I ended up grabbing the first arrow that I used, the one that kicked. That way I didn't waste another broadhead, because he's hurt, got a good wind, so I could get in downwind of him and get pretty close to him and put a shot on him. So I did that. I got within, probably 20, 25 yards. He was kind of quartered away, but I didn't have much of a shot because of the way he was kind of bedded down in some thick grass. Anyway, shot that first arrow again, and it kicks again and kind of flies sideways. Well, it ends up hitting him kind of in the back leg. He didn't move at that point. He's hurting. He's down pretty bad.
And Ava.
Don't look happy with whatever's going on. Clint's hat off his head. His Colton's hands on his hips.
Colton, can you see him? He's bedded again. You got extra arrows with you? back at the.
No, they're in the truck.
Right here? Yeah. You could shoot it again if you had to. Glenn went in there and we did it last time, I think.
Still, he doesn't know where we're at. He's hurting so bad. He can't wind us nothing. I ended up walking up to him probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 yards, and at that point I put a lethal shot in him. So we don't ever like to see that. A lot of that's my fault. I mean, I probably shouldn't have taken a shot with him still walking, but that's something hopefully I learned from, because obviously I didn't on this last drop time deer I shot. He was walking and I couldn't get him stopped, and I did the same exact thing to him. So that's something I need to work on and get better at, just taking my time and having a little more patience. I'm not a very patient guy. So anyways, see what we can do better.
Clint done tagged down on us.
Got hairs all over. One here, one there.
Getting heavy. Good thing.
Yeah.
Big of meat. He's not our big one over the hill. I'm gonna send you a picture of that one.
All right, Clint, tell us about it.
Tagged out. Been after this antelope for about 6 years now. Here's a shed from 2019. Here's one from 2021. I mean, as you can tell, he has blown up. Absolutely blown up. I mean, look at that. 100% a booner. I mean, he was pumping young in 2019. He's a booner now, boys. I mean,
What kind of
he's
shot
got
did you
12-inch
make?
bases.
How big's his bases?
What kind of shot? Which one?
One shot kill.
There was 30. It was 33 yards the first shot. Then in low and back. Second shot was 55 yards. I missed him about 5 feet to the right. Third shot was 20 yards. I hit him in the back leg. And then the fourth shot hammered him. I mean, there's a fourth shot right there.
How far was that one?
That one was. I think we got video of that. So we gotta make a good video.
Well, either way, congratulations. It's hard to put a spot and stalk on one. We've done it for over a day and a half now. And believe me, it's a lot easier sitting in a blind over a watering hole than it is. I mean, look at the country out here. I mean, you ain't got nowhere to hide and try to put a stalk on one. So getting it done either way is a big accomplishment.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what we should do next.